Okay. Hi everyone, good afternoon. So this is Ajodhya Mishra. So I'm going to discuss about data mesh, transforming data architecture, a decentralized approach to data management. So these are the things we'll discuss today. Overview of data mesh, then the key principles, benefits, challenges, and the conclusion. So moving on to the overview part of data mesh. So the introduction is data mesh is a concept introduced by Jamak Deghani in 2020 article titled How to Move Beyond a Monolithic Data Lake to a Distributed Data Mesh. So it is a set of principles and practices designed to address the challenges of managing and scaling data in large organizations. The core idea of data mesh is to treat data as a product and to decentralize data architecture to improve agility, scalability, and data discoverability. So to understand the data mesh, you should have knowledge on the data architecture, like starting from data warehousing, then came data lake, and then data cloud database, and now a new concept is arising is called data mesh. So the main motive is for data mesh is to simplifying things. What there was some challenges in the previous data architecture. So to simplify the things, data mesh is a new concept which is arising in the market. So the main idea, as I told, the main idea to implement data mesh is instead of taking multiple sources data from different domains and storing it into a centralized or single data lake or platform, it will divide into data domains. Okay, so that means separately host and serve data based on data domain. Everything which was centralized earlier, now it is breaking into domains. So here some points we have to remember in data mesh concept is, minutes, some problem. Okay. So points to remember here is we may have duplicate data in different domains as we transform or divide them since it may contains common data, but that is fine. So the next thing is the essential idea is to transform the data into a shape or format that is suitable for that particular domain. So for example, one data domain will be more suitable for graph database and another is for more suitable for structured or RDMF kind of database. So here we are separating the data domains and storing them in best possible formats. Okay, I want to give a small example to understand the data concept, data mesh concept. For example, there is a Excel. In Excel, we have a table. Okay, there we have in the table we have 5 columns and 10 rows. Okay, to do analysis, it will be easy. We can do easily the analysis as per our requirement. But when it comes to a table which contains let's say 50 columns and 10,000 rows, and we have to do analysis, and so it will take much time and it is difficult also. And the problem is here is it will take more time, and also the columns, 50 columns what we have, that is not all the 50 columns we want. Only certain amount of, like, maximum 5 to 6 columns it is the requirement, but there are some unnecessary columns which is not required. So to analyze those things and to find out the validate part, it will take time. So the data mesh concept is, so same table we can divide into different columns, and as per the we can categorize all the 50 columns into group, and we can categorize in different names. So for sales, these many columns, and for customer data, these are the columns. So this is the concept data mesh is implementing to simplifying the architecture of data. So the where the data are storing there, so it is simplifying so that it will be like no group. The data storing is in a group. So I'll just tell you in a pictorial format how it is. This is the pictorial format. So this is the earlier data architecture, which looks like this: multiple data sources coming to a single storage. where ownership and control is owned by a group of people, which is centralized. So these are the concept before the data mesh, whatever the architecture is there, that they follows. And now the data mesh concept, segregation of data by data domains, and they are hosted and served as separate data domains, which are owned by different teams. So you can see here, and by different teams, ownership lies to different people. So it is now organized, all the data. So this is the database concept. Then we can move to the key principle for data mesh. So decentralized ownership. So we have this. This is the architecture. You can see how they are organizing the data in the diagram. Instead of having a centralized data team, data mesh advocates for data ownership to be distributed across different domains or business units. Each domain becomes responsible for its own data, and data products are treated as first-class product. Okay, this is the first principle of data mesh. Second principle is data as a product. So they are treating the data as treated. They are treating the data as a product with well-defined interfaces, standardized formats, and clear ownership. This approach encourages the development of data products that are easy to discover, understand, and use. This is how it looks. Okay. Moving to the next principle, which is self-serve data infrastructure as a platform. So data infrastructure is provided as a platform, enabling teams to easily discover, access, and use data products. This promotes self-service and reduces dependencies on centralized data teams. So this is the self-serve data platform in pictorial view. Next principle is federated computational governance. Governance is distributed across data domains, allowing each domain to define its own governance policies and practices. This helps in achieving a balance between autonomy and standardization. So in the previous architecture, we were following data governance, right? So we had centralized data governance. So now, since it is distributed, we have each distributed domain will have separate policies. So it will be easy. So instead of following everything like 10 steps will be there in data governance, means we can follow now since the data is distributed. So we can follow only one kind of policy or set of policies instead of following everything. Okay. So these are the key principle of data mesh. Now, what is the benefit of data mesh? First thing is improved scalability. So which says promotes a scalable architecture by distributing data management responsibilities across domain-oriented teams. This allows organizations to scale more effectively as they grow, adding new domains and teams without creating bottlenecks or overloading centralized data functions. Next benefit is increased agility and responsiveness. By empowering cross-functional domain teams to own the end-to-end lifecycle of the data products, data mesh enables faster decision-making and responsiveness to change business requirements. Team can adapt and review on their data products independently, reducing dependencies on centralized data teams. Next benefit is enhanced data quality and usability. Treating data as a product with clear ownership and accountability encourages teams to prioritize data quality and usability. With domain teams responsible of the data, there's a greater focus on ensuring that data products meets the needs of the consumers, leading to higher quality data sets. And the last is reduce the data silos and improve collaboration. Traditional centralized data in architecture often result in data silos, hindering collaboration and data sharing. Data mesh breaks down these silos by distributing data ownership. This encourages collaboration between domain teams, leading to better knowledge sharing, improved communication, and complete solutions. So every tool or any new things have challenges. So we have some list of challenges. The top challenges I've listed here. One is cultural shift and change management. So this approach will shifting from a centralized to a decentralized mindset requires a significant cultural change. Resistance to this change, organizational inertia, and the need for new skill can pose challenges. Effective change management, strategies and communication are essential to address these issues. Next challenge is skill set and talent acquisitions. Building cross-functional domain data product teams because individuals with diverse skill sets, including data engineering, data science, domain expertise, and more. Acquiring and retaining talent with such multidisciplinary skills can be challenging. Next challenge is data product thinking adoption. So embracing the concept of treating data as a product requires a mindset shift. Team may struggle with adopting a user-centric approach, understanding user persona, and iterating on data products based on feedback, education, and training initiatives may be needed. Last one is infrastructure complexity. Establishing a self-serve data infrastructure that allows domain teams to manage their own data products requires careful planning and implementation. The complexity of designing and maintaining such as infrastructure, especially in large organizations, can be a significant challenge. So the conclusion is data mesh offering a promising framework for addressing the complexity of managing data at scale. Organizations considering its adoption should carefully assess the readiness, pilot implementation, and be prepared for a interactive and learning focused journey. As the concept evolves and more organizations share their experiences, the understanding and best practices surrounding data mesh are likely to mature. So this is it's a new recently this is the approach is started and still it is developing and improving. So this is the benefit we'll get if we implement data mesh concept. Thank you. If any